It was raining hard that evening in the busy streets of New York. People rushed by with umbrellas, taxis honking, and neon lights reflecting off wet pavements. Among the crowd was a little girl, about 8 years old, wearing an oversized raincoat and worn-out shoes. Her name was Lily Carter. She was holding a paper bag filled with day-old bread she had just bought from a bakery's discount shelf. Her mother, Grace, worked 2 cleaning jobs to keep them barely afloat after Lily's father died 2 years ago. As Lily hurried down the street toward the bus stop, she suddenly noticed something glimmering under the streetlight, a black leather wallet, soaked from the rain. She picked it up and gasped when she saw the thick stack of dollar bills inside, along with several credit cards and a business card that read, Ethan Walker, CEO of Walker Industries. For a moment, her small fingers trembled. The money inside could buy groceries for months. Her shoes had holes, her mother hadn't eaten properly in days so Lily could eat. The temptation was real, but then her mother's voice echoed in her heart. Lily, we may be poor, but we are not thieves. Never keep what isn't yours. She closed the wallet, clutching it tightly to her chest, and whispered, I'll give it back, Mom. I promise. The next morning, Lily convinced her mother to let her go to the Walker Industries office downtown. Grace was hesitant. Honey, that's a huge company. They won't even let you in. I'll try, Mama, Lily said firmly. It's the right thing to do. After a long bus ride and a few wrong turns, Lily finally arrived in front of a tall glass skyscraper. People in suits rushed past her, not even noticing the small girl dripping from the rain. She approached the receptionist shyly and said, Excuse me, ma'am, I found this wallet. It belongs to Mr. Ethan Walker. The woman looked skeptical. Do you have an appointment? No, ma'am. I just found it and want to give it back. The receptionist sighed but called security. 2 guards appeared, inspecting the little girl suspiciously. But when they opened the wallet and saw the CEO's ID, one of them nodded. She's telling the truth. Follow me. Moments later, Lily was standing nervously in front of a massive office door that read Ethan Walker, CEO. She had never been in such a luxurious place before. Marble floors, golden frames, a huge city view, everything sparkled. Inside, Ethan Walker, a man in his early 40s, sat at his desk buried in paperwork. His eyes looked tired, his face serious. What is it, Mark? He asked when his assistant entered. Sir, this little girl says she found your wallet. Ethan looked up, puzzled. My wallet. He stood abruptly, checking his pockets. I didn't even realize I lost it. He walked over to Lily. You found it. Where? Lily held it out with both hands. On the street near 5th Avenue, sir. It was raining. Ethan took the wallet, opened it, and saw everything inside, nothing missing. His jaw tightened slightly as he looked down at her. You could have kept the money. Most people would have. Lily's eyes widened. But, sir, my mom taught me not to keep what isn't mine. Something in those words pierced Ethan's heart. For years, he had been consumed by business, money, deals, and power. His success had come at a cost. He had lost touch with what truly mattered. His late wife, Claire, used to say the same words to their son before she passed away, honesty is worth more than gold. Hearing them again from a poor child brought tears to his eyes. He knelt to her level. What's your name, sweetheart? Lily Carter. And where's your mother? She's working, sir. She cleans offices like this one. Ethan smiled sadly. I see. He took out his checkbook and began writing something. You deserve a reward for your honesty. But Lily quickly shook her head. No, sir. Please don't. I just wanted to give it back. That's all. Ethan paused, stunned. You don't want anything. Lily smiled shyly. I already have what I want, sir. My mom will be proud of me. Ethan felt a lump form in his throat. He hadn't felt such genuine goodness in years. You remind me of someone very special, he whispered. He decided to drive Lily home himself. When they arrived at the small, rundown apartment building, he saw Grace waiting by the door, worry etched on her tired face. Lily ran to her. Mom, I gave it back. The man said thank you. Grace turned to Ethan and froze when she realized who he was, the famous CEO of Walker Industries. Oh my, Mr. Walker, I'm so sorry if my daughter troubled you. Not at all, he interrupted softly. Your daughter reminded me what integrity means. He looked around their tiny apartment, the cracked walls, the single worn-out sofa, the flickering bulb overhead. "You've raised her well, Mrs. Carter." Grace smiled humbly. "We don't have much, sir, but I try to teach her right from wrong." That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about Lily's pure heart. The world needed more people like her, people who valued honesty over money. The next morning, he made a decision that would change their lives forever. He called his HR director and said, "Find out where Grace Carter works. I want her to join our company as a full-time cleaner, with full benefits and health coverage. And tell the finance team to set up a scholarship fund under Lily Carter's name." A few days later, Grace received a letter from Walker Industries. Her hands trembled as she read it. It wasn't just a job offer, it was a lifeline. Lily would get a full education, and Grace would finally be able to provide a better life for her daughter. When they went to thank Ethan in person, Grace's eyes filled with tears. "I don't know how to thank you, sir." Ethan smiled warmly. "It's I who should thank you. Your daughter reminded me that wealth isn't measured by what's in our pockets, but what's in our hearts." Lily giggled. "Mom always says the same thing." Ethan laughed softly. "Then your mom is a very wise woman." Years passed. Lily grew up, graduated with honors, and became an ethics officer at Walker Industries, helping others remember the same lesson she once taught the CEO: honesty always matters. Ethan, now like a second father to her, watched with pride as the little girl who once returned his wallet became the heart of his company. In one interview years later, when a journalist asked Ethan what moment had changed his life the most, he smiled and said, "It wasn't a deal or a business victory. It was the day a poor little girl handed me my wallet and said, 'Mom taught me not to keep what isn't mine.' That was the day I learned what true wealth means."